Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Last month I did like a favorites of I guess the first half of the year and June, and it kind of bled into the beginning of July. But I have some more favorites and I really like doing the favorites. I don't really do these kind of videos very often, but I have a few more favorites, and I think this is going to be two parts because I think I'll come back in August and do August favorites. I have this zit. It's not Hermes, it's a zit, and I keep messing with it, so I'm going to try not to touch it or anything, but that's what it is. Okay, so my first favorites is going to be food again. I might have said this in my last one, but I've been eating so much Greek yogurt. I just had some. I had some with blueberries and granola. So tasty. But I've been really liking like savory yogurt, so I won't like eat it savory on its own. Like last night oh my god, I've been eating so much. Last night I had yogurt as like a dip, and I just put olive oil in it. I would have put lemon, but we didn't have any lemon. But I just put a little bit of olive oil in it, and I had it with some chicken sausage and air fried broccoli. So good. Also love to eat it with chips, like jalapeno chips, or we have some barbecue chips right now, and I might try that too. But yeah, so I've been really loving that. Next we have fragrance. So my current favorite fragrance right now is Monocle Yoyogi. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a Comme des Garçons fragrance, and I had a little vial. I don't have it with me right now, but I had a little tiny Lucky Scent. Like, you know, if you've ever bought something from Lucky Scent, you get free little samples. And I picked that one as a sample because like years ago on TikTok, I was following this girl named Maya, who I wish I still was on TikTok just to follow like certain people that I really admired. I loved Maya. She was so funny. I loved her style. And that was her scent, was Yoyogi. So I remembered that when I was picking my free samples, and I got the sample and I just kind of smelled it in the little vial, and I wasn't into it at first, so I didn't really think about it, and I used the other samples that I got. I got another comb sample, and then I got some random like myrrh scented sample, and I loved all the samples, but I never tried the Yoyogi sample until I was camping a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I'm just gonna try this. Like, I haven't actually put it on my skin, and it was so good. It was incredible. Like, it's one of the best scents I've ever used. So I really want to get a full-size bottle. They're actually relatively affordable. I think like a bottle is like $140 or something like that. Which, like, in terms of high-end fragrances, that is a steal. So that is something on my wish list for sure. Not in the budget right now, but at some point, definitely. Okay. Should I do like I don't even know what the notes are, honestly. It's kind of like a little grassy, not grassy, but like herbal, maybe. I don't know. I can't describe scents. I just know I like it. Okay. Clothing. We're kind of just like speed running through these. My favorite clothing item. You know what? I'll actually grab this. So hold on. Did you see my underwear? Oh, whatever. Okay. My favorite clothing right now is this gray Tri-Blend Gildan hoodie. I also got this camping. I only brought one jacket with me to camp, and then once I got there, I realized that it didn't zip, like the zipper was broken. So I was like, this cannot do. Like I have to be able to zip my jacket. So we were at some like Five Below. What's the name of that like sports store? Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. And I just picked up this hoodie and I'm obsessed with it. Like there's just nothing like a really comfortable, simple gray hoodie. Like there really isn't. My favorite way to wear this is with my, let's see if I have them. Yes, I do. These, yeah, Lucky Brand jeans. These are like a ultra low rise, little flared jeans. And I like these because I can like pull the jacket down so I'm not like showing anything, you know, but also I like to sometimes wear where this part is like tucked in. And I just like the silhouette of the jeans and the jacket and like a flip-flop. That to me is like, I feel so good wearing that. Like I feel like nothing can stop me. And surprisingly, the jeans are not that uncomfortable. They can be uncomfortable if you're like sitting down and you have like any sort of stomach, and I definitely do. So like they can be a little uncomfortable in that sense, but not always. I don't know, maybe it's like after a meal you start to feel it. But like if you're just like chilling, they're not bad. They're not uncomfortable. They're actually surprisingly comfortable for what they are. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna put those back in there. Where did I leave off? Let's see. Okay, we're gonna do YouTube channels. So I'm back watching a lot of YouTube. I was trying to like really not be on my technology and not have a lot of screen time. I was really good about like, you know, I'd put on a TV show or something and I would draw or, you know, do different things to fill my time, my free time. And I will say I'm reading more as well. So like I will take those things together, you know, like I kind of stopped doing the drawing. Like unless I have an idea for something that I want to draw, I'm not like doing my little practices anymore. And I did them for like about a month, which was the video that I watched that kind of inspired that. It was like a month long thing. So like in my head, I kind of did fulfill that desire of like doing that for a month. But anyways, I have a few creators that I've been really into lately. I have Tamaya Thompson. She does kind of like fashion analysis of like different trends and stuff, but she really connects them to like philosophical or like political things. I don't know. I actually only watched one of her videos. It was about like indie sleaze. And I have an aversion to anything like anytime someone talks about like indie sleaze, I feel like if it's a young person, they're coming at it from like, I don't know, like they're kind of, how do I put this? They're kind of just talking about this iteration and like it's very different than what was actually happening. Like indie sleaze was not a thing. This is just a reflection of a time period and like a cultural moment. But Tamaya, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm pretty sure it's Tamia. She was there, and she's like a cool girl. She worked at American Apparel, so like I trusted her analysis, and it was spot on. So that was great. That was a fun video. And I'm planning on watching more. I have a bunch of her videos in my watch later thing. Then I have Shannon Kim, who I also recently discovered. She's great. She's like talking about art and philosophy and all these different things, and like so smart and so well read. And then the last person is Mickey Galvin, who I discovered from a booktuber doing one of his like favorites videos. He mentioned her channel, and yeah, I really like her like favorites videos. And I watched a video, I'll like link it down. It was called like, okay, I want to find it actually. Hold on. It was a video about like art, or like how artists or how people can like kind of balance hold on, I'll just let her speak for herself. Mickey Galvin, Balance and Sacrifice, Art and Time. That's the name of the video. Musing on the creative process under capitalism and some things that have worked for me. So yeah, I really liked that video. It's something that I've been thinking a lot about, especially because I'm kind of working on my own video about the 2 Chris Kraus books that I just recently read, and like what came up for me while reading those books about like, you know, creativity, art, practice, and stuff like that. So yeah, that is all I have right now. Wait, there's something else. Oh, I'm back on movies. I'm totally back. Okay, so I started while I'm on my walking pad, I've started going on Tubi, which is like this free movie streaming service or whatever. I don't even have an account. Like every time I click on it, it's like, would you like to come make an account, or would you like to just use this as a guest? And so as a guest, I can't save movies, and there's no like progress. Like when I have the movie on, it's on, and like if I stop the movie, it's done. It's gone for like, I don't even, it like disappears into the ether. So I kind of love that pressure. It feels like the old model of just like seeing a movie on the TV and like, okay, this is my one shot. If I want to watch this, I'm gonna sit down and watch it. I need that. Like I need that structure. I need that immediacy when watching a movie. So I've been watching, I can't tell you because you're on my phone right now. What did I watch? Last night I watched Thumbsucker. The movie kind of actually froze like towards the end, so I didn't end up finishing that, but I'm gonna try to like find it again and let it run to that point and then watch the ending of it. I watched The Outsiders. I watched Point Break. I watched, what else did I watch? I watched The Client. And I've been really getting into these like 80s and 90s movies. Thumbsucker is like a Mike Mills movie from the 2000s. Also, I just love, side note, I love indie movies from the 2000s. Like everyone talks about like the 90s indie movies, and like obviously that was a very important time for like indie movies. But like the 2000s indie movies, I feel like really are not appreciated as much. And like those are some of my favorites. Like I just really love the way that they look. They're just so twee and cute. They're so indie, you know what I mean? Yeah, so that's all I have to say for right now. Maybe I'll come back in August, so maybe I'll see you guys then. Okay, and it's officially Leo season. It's been Leo season for a few days now, but yeah, to all those who celebrate, it's our time. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.